Hey guys, this is Evan the Disney Fan 2019 here, and today, guess what guys? The Six Flags announcements just came out today, so yeah, and I just recently watched it, um, um, a few minutes ago, so yeah. And also, yeah, and this is gonna be my full analysis on the Six Flags announcements 2019. But as for Six Flags, let's start with Six Flags Over Georgia. Surprisingly, they're not going to get a 40 free spin next year. They're not going to get a 40 free spin next year. Instead, they're going to get Catwoman's Whip and Poison Ivy Toxic Twister. So yeah, these are going to be thrill rides. So yeah, one's going to be a family ride. So yeah. And also, let's move on to Six Flags Great America, which they're going to get Tsunami Surf Water Coaster, which is the world's tallest water coaster, so yeah. And let's move on to Six Flags Over Georgia. They're getting a new coaster next year. Alright, wait for this to load. They're going to get Aquaman Power Wave, which is a power splash that was originally going to go to Six Flags Dubai, but that got canceled. But Six Flags decided to send this over to Six Flags Over Texas instead, so yeah. So that's exciting. And let's move on to The Great Escape. That they're going to be getting Outlaw, which is like a upside down on swing ride. So yeah. And that was just ads. Yep, they're gonna. Six Flags Mexico is gonna get Crazanity, which is a pendulum ride. So yeah. And also, let's move on. So it's. Let's move on to Rouen. They're gonna be getting Lemperor. Emperor. I sorry to mispronounce that name. But yeah, they're gonna get a relocated Six Flags Magic Mountain ride. So yeah. And let's move on to Six Flags New England, and they're gonna be getting. Guess what? I was right. They're gonna get Supergirl Starflyer. So yeah. That's exciting. And also, let's move on to Six Flags Great Adventure. That they're going to be getting Jersey Devil Coaster. That's right. I did go to this park next year. I can't wait for that coaster. So, yeah. Can't wait to ride this. So, yeah, next year. So, yeah. When I go to Six Flags Great Adventure next year, so yeah. And let's move on to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. That they're going to be getting Daredevil flying machines. Yeah. Which is going to go where their Ripcord attraction used to be, so yeah. And let's move on to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. That they're gonna be getting Sidewinder Safari, which is a spinning wild mouse. Yep, they're actually getting that. So yeah. And let's move on to Six Flags St. Louis. Guess what? They're surprisingly not going to get a coaster next year. They're going to get Catwoman's Whip, which is a unique Duplo spin. So yeah. And also Six Flags Great Escape is getting it. And so this is going to be the first of the Six Flags part to get a unique Duplo spin. So yeah. And let's move on to Six Flags America.
Six Flags America puts a...
And they're going to be getting Harley Quinn Spin Sanity, which is a giant pendulum ride. So yeah, which is a giant discovery. So yeah. And let's move on to the water parks. And let's move on to Dayland Rake. They're going to be getting Wahoo Rave, which is a water park, which is a new water slide. And they're going to, and also Whitewater Bay Six Flags Park is going to get Wahoo Racer. So yeah. And also let's move on to Hurricane Harbor in
Harbor,
Arlington, yeah. And they're gonna be getting Bonsai Pipelines, yeah. And let's move on to Hurricane Harbor in Phoenix. And that they're going to be getting Paradise Island, which is like a family expansion. Like, yeah. Yes, it is. And let's move on to Six Flags Whitewater. Yeah, they haven't gotten anything since 2016. They're finally getting something. They're going to be getting Python Plunge, which is a water coaster. Yeah, we're surprisingly getting 2 water coasters from Six Flags next year. There's one going to Six Flags Great Adventure and one going to Six Flags Whitewater. So yeah. And that's last but not least, sorry for this to load.
Look out.
That Six Flags Magic Waters is going to be getting Tidal Wave, which is a water slide. So yeah. I also forgot to mention the parks that they didn't announce at the parks that didn't announce new attractions at Six Flags Parks is Six Flags Magic Mountain, Frontier City. It looks like they're gonna have an off year next year because it looks like they didn't announce them. Maybe for next year, so maybe for 2021 they would get something. So yeah, maybe Six Flags Magic Mountain didn't open West Coast Racers. Hopefully it'll open by October or September or something like that. Yeah. And they're gonna have a year off and they will get that Star Flyer in 2021. So yeah. And Frontier City will get that Star Flyer in 2021 also. So yeah. Guys. What do you think? What do you think of my analysis video? So yeah. Make sure to put comments down below. And make sure to like this video. And make sure to subscribe to my channel. So yeah. So, I'll see you guys later. And bye.